Watch and burn.
Hey everyone, so tonight I want to talk about the Crystal Castles follow-up to their 2008 debut, I believe, and that is Crystal Castles again, otherwise known as 2. Now this is a remarkable step up for a band that I didn't really have a lot of respect for initially. Felt that with their alleged plagiarism events, and now they even may have stolen some artwork, I felt like, oh shit, you know, who are these people trying to fool? And I couldn't have been more wrong. They stepped up everything so considerably for the second release. Not to mention the fact too that as far as their entire discography is concerned, this is sort of like their most like punk record. This record is hard, it's scratchy, it's pitchy, and yet at the same time it's incredibly melodic. It has a hell of a lot of rhythm. There's a lot of heart, and this, well, no, I shouldn't just say this record. Everything from this point forward that they would release seems to create a real atmosphere of, I don't know, sort of like everything sounds very haunted. Like every track on here has ghosts running through the circuitry or something, is a good way of putting it, I guess. And with tracks like Doe Deer is a fucking killer song. That song is punk as fuck. And then you got Baptisms on here, Birds is on here, Pap Smear is on here. And my favorite track, I Am Made of Chalk, is on here as well. That song is so breathtakingly beautiful and so abrasively noisy at the same time that it shows that, like, Alice and Ethan as songwriters, they really had a lot to offer. And this record puts their talent on full display, and it would sort of go a long way for redeeming them for a lot of people, especially for people like me who felt that, like, with their initial release, it felt like maybe they'd been cutting some corners and cheating somewhat. This record, as well as the 3 that would follow, they're definitely not cheating. At this point, they would cease to cheat and they would start to innovate, and they would start to lead the charge, and they would in a lot of ways sort of become like the biggest witch house group. And I can see why. This record, like I said, it's fun, it's really catchy, and it has this sort of like gothic moodiness to it that it just, every song sounds like it's aching to be free, and yet they're wrapped up in so many digital chains that you just know these songs will never ever get to grow wings and fly away, because there's like this foreboding sense of doom on each track on here. And that would only grow more and more, especially as they would release their follow-up to this, 3, a little while later. And that record was more subdued, and it was quieter and even more haunting than this record was, because in a lot of ways this record is loud and abrasive and really fucking punk rock. So, what the hell was that? Came to a graveyard to be by myself. I went back. There's this chain over there you're not supposed to pass, and into here, I don't know what the hell this is, but I came back here to be even more alone, and I think there's people in the graveyard. Like, who comes to a fucking graveyard at 8 p.m.? But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes while I discussed the Crystal Castles second record, Crystal Castles or 2. If you like this review or you didn't like this review, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. You guys are amazing. I will talk to you soon. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button, because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.